The townspeople were up bright and early attending to final touches to preparations for the launching. About 8 different schools within central Kerema turned up in their various school uniform colours and traditional attire, performing traditional dances way before the start of the program.
I think most important is that organizing events like this, National Libraries and Archives or the National Book Week, creates that space for us to come out and support activities that schools and children all around the country are doing.
For 3 years, the team from the Office of Library and Archives has tried to branch out into the Gulf province. Without positive feedback from the previous government, it has taken them this long to finally stage this event in the province. Being the first of its kind in the whole country, the whole team, comprising of staff and even board members, travelled together by way of showing their seriousness for such a project.
The board in its last meeting made a mention that we will not go and host book weeks and come back and forget about everything. We must leave something behind. That's why we came up with an MOU that we will sign today and build library in Gulf province.
Gulf Governor Chris Haiveta expressed gratitude to the Office of Library and Archives and the Education Minister for choosing his province as the pioneer province for this pilot project. The literacy level of students coming from schools in the Gulf province has proven poor, and Governor Chris Haiveta says it is part of his 5-year plan to raise the standards of literacy in his province.
We all know that in Gulf province, our literacy rate, the standards of education have hit rock bottom. One of our strategies is to make sure that we bring the standards up, is to encourage reading, is to provide the infrastructure, is to encourage our children, especially young children, to read, to write, to speak, and to understand, especially from books, apart from what you learn in the classrooms.
A Memorandum of Understanding was also signed during the launch by Director General of the Office of Library and Archives and the Gulf Provincial Government and Administration to allow for the Office of Library and Archives to extend their services to the province. This MOA paves way for libraries to be built in and around the province. Education Minister Nick Kuman declared the official launch open and challenged parents to do their part in educating their children.
The intention of the National Book Week is to understand and assess and find out a way in which, as a government, we can be able to put those resources together and work with, in partnership with at the local government level, the provincial government level, that we can be able to get those information, source of information to the schools, to the province, and even still, right to the homes of every Papua New Guineans in this country.
Minister Kuman also encouraged fellow countrymen to stand together and invest in education. The event sparked a lot of excitement in the town as well as in surrounding villages that took part in the preparations, with teachers looking forward to the rollout of this program.
People are very happy. They feel that governor is doing the right thing for us now.
Gulf Province has not had a library in so many years. Governor Haiveta said a review will be carried out in schools throughout the province to have a classroom set apart to serve as a library. The team from the Office of Library and Archives began school visitations yesterday and will continue their work in the province for the rest of the week, pointing out the importance of books to children through this year's National Book Week theme, Read, Write, Forevermore.